This is a KOCO 5 First Alert Weather Severe Weather Update.
4 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, meteorologist Jonathan Condor here tracking storms across Oklahoma. Good news, OKC. You may have heard a rumble of thunder a few minutes ago. We are severe clear. There are severe storms across southern Oklahoma. We still have crews out. Meteorologist Joseph Neubauer and also field meteorologist Michael Armstrong in Storm Command heading south on I-35. They've been out all night and they're still out there to bring you the first alert. Here in OKC, this is light and moderate rain with an occasional rumble of thunder. We're not going to have any more severe storms in OKC. Now, we may have some high winds later, not associated with these thunderstorms, and we'll have to watch for that. Now, cells have flared up here across parts of Cleveland, McLean, Pottawatomie County. These are what I would consider a heavy thunderstorm. So they're maybe producing pea-sized, dime-sized hail, nothing bigger than that. Some gusty winds, 40 miles an hour. They're lifting to the north. If anything, I think the bark is going to be worse than the bite, but we're watching these very closely from Shawnee all the way down towards Lexington. You can see there's Storm Command right there. If Michael gets in any hail, he'll let us know. And then as you head farther south, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued there, and that's going to be for Katy, Turner Falls, Poolville, and Springer. That warning is going to be for 60-mile-per-hour winds and almost 1-inch hail. Now, on the northern side of the storm, I feel like this is mostly a hail and a wind threat. I did a storm track for this, so the northern part, not too worried about a tornado risk, but moving northeast at about 40, 45 miles an hour. That's going to come into Pauls Valley, Wynnewood, Davis, Turner Falls, so wind and a hail threat, heavy downpours. But on the southern edge, a little bit more concerned about what this storm is doing here. If it's ahead of the gust front, this could try to rotate. And actually, we still have a tornado risk for parts of Oklahoma this morning. So there's the radar. Let's talk about the forecast here as we go throughout the morning. OKC no longer in the tornado watch, but as you head south, and I really don't think Norman needs to worry about it yet because we have a north wind. But, well, let's say Sulphur, Davis, maybe Pauls Valley, but this area still has a tornado watch, and we'll likely see counties being added downstream. So eastern Oklahoma this morning under the outlook. This outlook will start it at 6 a.m. East of I-35 is level 1, 2, and 3. OKC not in that risk, which is great, but southeastern Oklahoma is. So if you have family and friends traveling across eastern Oklahoma this morning, there is a legit severe storm risk, damaging winds, hail, and a tornado risk. So let's start the rain timeline. By 5 a.m., the rain should be out of OKC, with high chances of ongoing showers and thunderstorms in eastern Oklahoma. Blinking red icon means that area we have a risk of severe weather. For OKC, it may rain again later this afternoon. I mean, like noon, 2, 3 o'clock, some scattered showers would redevelop. Now, the biggest impact that we're going to have here in OKC will be the winds. The winds are really going to pick up. All right, they're going to be real strong, gusting 45 miles an hour. We'll have higher winds west of OKC. We'll hit a high 60, then temperatures will tank in the afternoon, 50s and 40s. The big impact will be winds. We have wind advisories and high wind warnings. The difference is gusting 45 versus gusting to 60 miles an hour. So later this afternoon, this evening, slightly into the overnight, could have some power bumps or power outages, and these are not associated with thunderstorms. These are associated with just the winds. You could have some minor tree and fence damage from some of these winds. On top of that, despite the rain that we picked up, western Oklahoma, which they didn't get much rain, would have to really watch the fire danger. The fire danger could be really bad later today because as the west winds come in, the humidity will tank. So you have dormant vegetation, dry vegetation, lower humidity, high-end winds, really bad fire danger day. Now, we're still tracking these storms. We're in here this morning. A newscast is going to start at 4:30, but you'll likely see me here in about another 10 minutes, and I'll have another radar update for those storms across southern Oklahoma. So keep it with KOCO 5 News. We'll bring you the first alert.